apparently
He's
Timmy's.
playing in
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You see the team? Timmy, Lyric, and Sivian.
Yeah. They're just gonna int face, dog.
Yeah. They are.
Oh, Timmy's kind of smart, man. He was.
No,
him
he's
Lyric-
not.
No, he's not. Stop.
You know, well, him and Wigan and Prides were pretty good when they played.
Griefers, dog. You not?
No,
you
they were not. They were not
Golden
smart.
Griefers? That was
They
their
just kind of
team.
like they just kind of full sense shit. That's all they did.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, right? But when him, Wigan, and Prides were a team, they were like top 3 for like 2 weeks in Pro League.
In Pro League or in like when they
Challenger circuit. They didn't
No,
even.
no, no.
play
I'm
Pro
talking
League.
about Pro League. Like
They
actual
didn't play in Pro League.
Yes, they did. Deeds, I
like back in the day.
Oh, back in the
Dog.
day.
Deeds, listen, I was in the Pro League, bro. Come
Bro,
on.
Deeds acts like he knows the history of
I
Apex.
know,
Bro,
like I've
No,
I'm
I'm with
with bro.
I know, but I'm with D's on this one, bro. Typically, I would agree with you, but bro, you're trying to make this case that he be playing with the brain, homie. Timmy's best gameplay is when he turns his brain off. Honestly,
no, he's a fragger, 100%. He's not like a genius. He's a fragger for
He
sure.
even said in his tweet like he's just gonna run shit down.
right?
Yeah, but
And
I'm
that's
just
what
saying
he's
there
best
was a
at doing.
moment. Right, there was just a moment where like his team just honestly had to
Even
figure
the
it
IGL
out.
of that team, I'm pretty sure didn't Wig IGL or
They
not.
kind of code like flipped off each other.
Who do I think we're all on the same page, but I think what Hero's talking about is way back in the day. But I don't know
Yeah,
nothing
I
about
was
that,
gonna
so
say,
I don't.
Yeah, they played for like 2 weeks, then like they dipped because the team disbanded. But they were doing hella good though, right before.
I don't know either, bro. That's
Yeah,
gonna be a
I
hard
don't know.
one. That's a hard pill for me to swallow right there, bro.
Yeah,
the shit
I
that I've
don't-
seen.
I still think you're talking about the
We
Challenger.
we compete against
Nah.
that same team, Yeah,
that's what I'm
bro,
saying.
there's some of the
And
shit we've seen them
disbanded.
do is
They
crazy.
disbanded too. That's why I'm like, I don't know. I'm just saying they disbanded.
This was their
twice.
first debut as a team. Their first debut, they got into Pro League.
What were they?
disbanded.
What were
Probably
they?
on that team, too.
What was their shit? Like what was
Team
their?
Sheesh.
Yeah, that's what we're talking
Bro,
about.
we're talking about the same thing, just later. I promise you. I'm
It was
100%
the same-
sure.
No, it was the same meta. Wigs on Gibby, like.
Yeah, but
they
it was
just- they wound
after,
up
dog. It was
disbanding.
after.
Right.
Look,
and
Luda
they-
said, "Oh yeah, he's right. They were." Come on, man. Bro, I was
crazy.
literally
It's
in the
been
Pro
twice.
League.
Like after, but they got rolled.
But they were good, and then they disbanded. That's all it was. They were.
You
top
said they
3
got
on
rolled.
this leaderboard. No, they were top tier on leaderboard. There's no way.
Really?
Yeah.
I just-
Oh, I'm muted.
Everybody was
Okay,
like, "Oh
okay,
my
that's what
god,
I-
Nicewig's team is kind of farming."
I want to say they were
bro,
top 3 in the leaderboard. What?
I'm 100% sure, bro. I'm 100% sure. Look at C Right, Serial the OG here. Yeah.
I don't know. I think Wig might tell you.
They were good, but I wouldn't say they were top 3.
They were top. Bro, I'm a-
No, like he's not saying it like as an opinion. He's saying that they were actually top 3. Like that's what they were.
yeah, they were literally top tier on the leaderboard at one point.
No,
Well, like
Chad,
if
we're
they
not
were-
saying Wig. No, Chad, me and these aren't saying that they're bad. We're not saying that. They're all great
Right.
players in their own way. But C came in hot saying that he's a really smart player. And no disrespect to Timmy, but I feel like his best gameplay is when he turns his brain off and he just apes shit. He's unreal.
100%.
Sometimes he'd be thinking too much, and I actually watched him in those Pro League quals, and there was a lot of crazy plays and decisions.
We played versus them, dog. They just did some goofy shit. dog.
Remember when we were in Cave Deeds and they were in that one building and they left Godspot to come ape us?
Bro, I remember. We
It
were
was
like,
it was a
"We're
cave
going-"
zone. It was a cave zone, and they left that little building on the back right to come over and kill us.
Yeah, you remember the one zone they swapped to Pathfinder 1 week. These motherfuckers. It was like outside of Thunderwatch. It
He
like
was
the
Pathfinder. He
zone
was
on the right.
Pathfinder. Yeah.
And he just kept zip hopping up with his PK and shooting us and griefing us like from all our heels, dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys gonna knock him?
Dog, he was just zip hopping in the middle of the open.
Bro,
like,
he was
under us.
it was
On a
crazy.
heady.
It was crazy.
Like nobody else could shoot him but us, but he's like, we were fucking shambles.
Honestly, Chad, like there's a lot of players that are good enough for Pro League. The hard part is understanding the game. Like that's why IGLs are so important, because they have a better understanding of the game and they know how to play through and guide 3 players all at once. It's a real difficult job. Like Timmy as a fragger makes a lot of sense. Timmy as an anchor makes a lot of sense, But Timmy as an IGL, that's rough because he's just kind of a bonehead. I mean, even me as an anchor and me as a fragger, fine. But like me as a fucking IGL, I just don't. I'm not there. That's why we have Gent doing it. I mean, Gent does a great job. I think the hardest role is the IGL in this shit, man. It's a very difficult role. Yeah, it's one of those things as well. You don't really know a lot about it until you try it. It's tough. You're supposed to have an answer for everything. It's rough.